Welcome back to the deep dive. So we've been digging into a stack of market data, from late 2024 through early 2026.
And honestly, the whole narrative has just shifted completely.
It really has. We're not talking about will AI change business anymore. We're looking at this brutal split in the market. We're calling it the industrialization of intelligence.
It's the end of the experimentation phase, really. We're out of what we called pilot purgatory, but here's the friction point in all the data.
The ROI gap.
The massive ROI gap. You have, 71% of enterprises using Gen AI, but only 39% are seeing any real impact on their bottom line, their EBIT.
That's the number that just jumped out at me. Everyone's buying shovels, but less than half have found any gold. So our mission today is to figure out what that 39% the winners are doing differently.
And it really, it boils down to one major architectural shift, moving from chat to agentic AI.
Okay, let's pin that down, because agentic is a buzzword that gets thrown around a lot. We're not just talking about a better chatbot, are we?
No, not at all. A chatbot is a tool, like a calculator. You have to hold its hand through every step. An agent is, well, it's more like an employee.
It has autonomy.
It has autonomy, it can reason, it can plan, and it can execute workflows with multiple steps.
So we're shifting from human in the loop, where you're checking every single output, to human on the loop. You just set the goal.
Exactly. You tell it, resolve this customer's problem, and it figures out how. The Klarna case study is the perfect example of this in action.
They didn't just add a bot to their website.
No, they re-architected the entire workflow. Their AI assistant is now doing the work of 700 full-time agents.
And the results are, well, they're staggering. They cut resolution time from 11 minutes down to under 2. But the deep insight, the really important part, is that they've decoupled revenue growth from headcount growth.
That's it. That's the holy grail of scaling. They can double their business without doubling their support staff.
So that's the offense. But if you look at the big banks like JP Chase, the strategy kind of flips, right? They're using it for defense.
A massive defensive wall. They're not using agents to sell you things. They're using them to stop fraud.
And the numbers are huge. In 2024 alone, their system stopped $12 billion in fraud losses. That's pure profit saved.
It is. But here's the counterintuitive part of their report. They said their speed comes from their TrustAI Center of Excellence. Basically, their governance team.
Which sounds completely backwards. You hear governance and you think, slow down, not accelerator.
I know, right? But think of a race car. The only reason it can go so fast is because it has incredible brakes. JPM de-risked innovation first.
So because the safety protocols were rock solid, their teams could deploy new tools, like their Flow platform, much faster and more confidently than competitors.
Precisely. Governance as an accelerator. And you see the same arms race at Capital One with their protected systems fighting deepfakes. It's AI versus AI now.
So far, this has all been about bits and bytes, but the industrialization part really kicks in when this stuff hits the physical world.
When it starts optimizing atoms, not just data.
You mean like the John Deere examples?
Exactly. Their see and spray technology. This isn't just a tractor driving itself. It's using computer vision to tell the difference between a crop and a weed in milliseconds.
And it sprays only the weed.
Yes, which cut their herbicide use by almost 50%. We're talking 31 million gallons of chemical mix saved. That is a massive physical world impact.
And Walmart's doing something similar with its supply chain.
It's the same logic. They're not just tracking produce. Their AI is routing trucks from Mexico and Costa Rica based on freshness and predicted demand before the stores even open.
They're predicting reality, not just reacting to it. So if we pull all this together, what's the success equation here?
The winners, Klarna, JPM, Deere, they didn't just slap AI onto a broken process. They re-architected the entire workflow. And crucially, they integrated it vertically with their own proprietary data.
That seems to be the real moat. If you're just running a public algorithm, you're a commodity.
Your commodity. And looking forward, maybe to 2026 or 2028, it gets even wilder. We're heading toward what people are calling agentic interoperability.
Machines talking directly to other machines.
Yep. Imagine Walmart's inventory agent directly negotiating price and delivery with P&G's supply agent to restock shelves. Zero human input.
Wow. That completely changes the definition of B2B. Which I guess leaves us with a final question for you to think about. As this middle ground disappears, are you building a data moat? Or are you just renting algorithms? Thanks for listening.